Hello everyone, my name is Anita Shastri. In this video, we'll talk about how to prepare the children to go to nursery or to begin nursery or kindergarten, preschool, whatever it is called in your country where you live in. So this is a part 2 video. It's a continuation from last week's video where I shared the plan for Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. In this video, we will see what are the plans for Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Sunday is a free day. Alright. So if you like motivational videos like this, and I give lots of tips and tricks and using simple ideas and methods to develop the children in overall development, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and also remember to share it with others so they can also benefit from it. Okay, and let's start. I have got few notes here, so if you see me looking down, then I'm referring to the notes. So on last week, we talked about Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and we are still talking about Thursday, Friday and Saturday here using the 7 areas of development. So we start, this is the first week for the children, so we are starting slowly, and then later on in the coming weeks, it will become a bit difficult and a bit challenging for them. I think it's good. You know, we start slowly and then we build it up, and then later on it's a bit challenging for the children. So let's see what are the plans we have. For Thursday, you can read any books you like. And I know children love reading books. So maybe you have the same book which you want to read from Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. That's also fine. And then for physical activity, you can have dancing. So, you know, let's put some music there and then the children can dance however they want to. Or you can also have a hopping game. So that can be a hopping game. So, you know, a hopscotch, and then you can make some hopscotch at home. Or you can have a race, you know, hopping race. So that is also a very good physical activity for the children. And then they can also help in folding clothes. And then they can also help with arranging their toys in their room, or they can clean their room, or they can also, you know, arrange the books in their room. That is also a good physical activity as well for them. And for writing skills, you can use some rice, and on the rice they can try to write alphabets. Today we are talking about alphabets over here. So then they can write on the rice. And then for mathematics, you can have some matching games. You know, you can arrange few toys of them, or some cups and plates, and they have to match the cups and the plates where they are. So that's really interesting for the children. And you can see it will get more interesting for them if you're using the everyday items, like, you know, if you have different pillows. So maybe you can scatter the pillows and they have to match it together. So that's really a very interesting game for them. And then for knowledge and understanding of the world, so you can also use fruits. So you can take any fruits you have at home, and then you can cut it and show it to them how the seeds are and how the outer layer looks and how the flesh of the fruit looks. So you can talk about different types of fruits over there. Or if you don't have real fruits, then maybe if you have a book about fruits or a chart. So that's also a very good activity for the children to see the different type of fruits have different sizes of seeds in them, and the outer layer is different, and the color of the fruits are different, and it tastes differently. So this would be a good activity for the children for their tasting senses as well, and then touch and feel. So that's also a really nice. And then on that day, they can use some cutting skills as well. If you haven't watched my video on cutting skills, I'm going to link it here. So you can try to watch that video and then help your children to improve their cutting skills. And they can cut the papers and they can stick it on a card. So they can cut any newspaper or any magazines. So that can help their develop their fine motor skills. So that's really nice activity, and the children love it. So it's their craft, is their activity. They can use it however they want to, and they can stick it wherever and however they want to onto the card. So they can be different art for them. So that's nice. And then on Friday, we'll talk about books again. Books, I really like when the children love to read books, because this develops their so many creative communication, language, literacy, observation skills, creative skills, and they can start thinking differently. So it's really, really good way. So I love when children read books. So you can, on Friday, you can start with books. And then on this day, they can clean the house. So they can help you to clean the windows, and they can help you to clean the bedroom, or they can also help you in the kitchen to clean the kitchen. So you can, this is a good physical activity for them. And then they have to clean their toys also. So they can, wash the toys in the water. So that can be like a water play for them. So if you don't want them to use water to play, at least they can take a cloth, dry cloth, and wipe their toys and keep it nicely. So arrange it in a different way, how they want to. And then for alphabets, you can have some words written on a book, 4 lines or 2 lines, whichever your child is comfortable with. And then they can trace over it or copy underneath what you have written. So that way you are just encouraging them to write more and more words here. And then today, on Friday, we are going to write mathematics on the numbers on the rice, like we did on Thursday for alphabets. Today they can use it for mathematics. So they can go 1 or ONE on the rice, and that's interesting for them. And it also helps them for the sensory as well. And for knowledge and understanding of the world, on Thursday we were looking at the fruits, and today on Friday they can look at the vegetable pictures. Or if you have vegetables, real vegetables, then you can show it to them and cut it and show it to them how the seeds look, what different type of vegetables are they, what are they called, and how is the outer layer, how are the colors. So this enhances their understanding of the fruits and the vegetables here. And then you can also show them, like, if you want, you can take the seeds and also plant it. So, tomatoes are very easy to grow. So that can be very good activity for the children. Or you can also use the coriander, and that also is very quick. So you can use the coriander. That can start growing very quickly, so they can see. So these are all the different activities which you can do. And then you can count as well how many vegetables they have. And then, that's also a counting activity. And for colors. And then you on Friday, you can make a tent at home. You can use any type of cloth which you have, and then use some chairs, and then make a tent. And inside the tent, you can sit and talk to your child, or you can have a party or read a book in there. So that's a good activity. You're trying to create something. And then show them the pictures of the camping, how the tent is built, and what did they use to build it. So it's a very interesting way to learn about doing something using their hands, and then using just cloths there. And on Saturday, you can always start by reading the book and end the day by reading a book. And then if you're allowed to go outside and play in the playground, so it would be a good way to start. So maybe in the evenings they can go in the playground to play for a little bit. And then on this day, so washing clothes, so they can help you to wash the clothes or clean the tables and set the table for lunch, breakfast and dinner. So this way they are learning the skills as well. They need life skills also, isn't it? Which is very important. And if you start them when they are very, very young, then they will always will remember it even when they are old. So this way you are helping them to learn the life skills, which is very important later on. And then for reading, they can say alphabets, words, sounds. Say for example, if they are going to start with alphabet A or alphabet B, they can have, they can say some sounds or some words which begin with these alphabets. So this will be for them, for helping for reading. And for counting, they can count their books, their toys, or their clothes, or even how many plates they have at home and how many cups they have at home. So this is for a counting exercise. So this is really good. If they are very, very little, then maybe you can start with some very small, like 1, 2 numbers or 3 numbers for counting. So this way. And then if they are a bit older, then you can challenge a bit more for them. So, and then they can start counting, and then you can have a group of say for example toys, two heap of toys, and then they can say like which is more and which is less. So this way they can gauge how which pile looks bigger and which pile looks smaller, and then they can count it and compare it. So this is very good for comparison as well, and then even for opposites, you know, big and small, and then counting as well. So they're learning so many different skills here. And then on this day you can talk about clothes. What type of clothes are used in different seasons? Say for example, in winter time we use coat and jackets and things like that. So you can talk about seasons, and then you can also talk about different type of clothes which we are using in the seasons. So this way they get an idea of what type of clothes they wear when they go outside. Because normally, you know, parents are like, okay, you wear this, and then we go outside. They don't know why they are wearing that, you know. Say for example, if they are wearing a jacket, so they don't know why they are wearing the jacket, and when it's summer season they don't wear any jackets. So it's a good idea for them to, you know, let them know that during winter it's cold, so they have to wear jackets, and during summer it's sunny and warm, so they don't need. So it's a good way to teach them about different type of clothes as well. And this day, on Saturday, they can collect some leaves, some flowers from outside, and then they can stick it on a card. So this can be like a craft activity, you know, with the different type of leaves, they can make different shapes. And then they can also, it can be like a lion or a bird. So they can create it differently, however they want to. It's their craft. So let them feel free to do whatever they want to. So this way you will be helping them with lots and lots of different type of activities. And then once you start building this up, then the children will be even more creative. They'll be like, okay, I did this activity the other day, maybe I can add few more, like maybe some feathers if they have at home, so they can add some feathers for the bird's picture, you know, along with the leaves. And if they have little pebbles, so maybe that can be the eyes. So you can provide few other things, like twigs can be their legs. So these things, if you can provide them, or they can go and collect things, and then you both can arrange together. Let the child use their imagination. Let them do it. But you can also help them always, but let them try first. So this is very, very good activities. So this was for the first week, what we have covered. And then if you would like me to continue more, then I'm sure I can make a plan for second week and third week and fourth week as well. So this way we are challenging the children and using different techniques at home. This is very simple one, and we have used all the things which is available for us at home. So this way you are helping your child to develop an overall development, and you are also helping the children to learn life skills. So this was my a little way of helping you to learn different, to help your child to learn different skills. So if you like my video, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.